Okay, thank you everyone. My name is Steve Bardwell. I'm one of the founders of Famberry. And Famberry is a place where families can collaborate to build their family tree. They can preserve their photos on up to 2 gigabytes of cloud storage. And they can send messages to each other in private. And what I want to do today is just talk a little bit about our new offering. So we're already live. We've got thousands of users, or thousands of families actually using Famberry. What I want to do is just show our new version and just get some of your feedback on some of the design. Before I go further, I just want to have a big disclaimer. This version, there's still a lot of work to do on it in terms of the design, but I want to show you what we have so far. Now, before I go any further, I just need to change the screen size. Okay, right. So this is our messages screens within Famberry, and within the messages screens, it allows families to send posts to each other privately. Another disclaimer, I haven't hacked into Kim Kardashian's Famberry account here. This is just for our demo. So on the right-hand side here, you have everyone who's within the family who can communicate with each other. And if you click on any of them, you can send private messages to each person. You can also invite your family here. And you can invite anyone in your family here, and then also if you click on this icon at the top here, you can send messages out to the whole family. And the type of messages you can send out are photos, just posts, and documents and videos as well. So on the left-hand side here, this is actually your message stream. So you've got your family or personal message stream, and here you can kind of send your posts out. You can click on each photo and get a full browser view of the photo. And again, you can click on any member to find out a bit more information about them as well. So again, it's got more or less everything you have in a normal social network, but we try to make it as easy as possible. Our user group is quite varied, so we have users going all the way up into their 70s and 80s using this product. But I don't actually want to show you this today. I just want to let's go on to photos. So photos is the place where you can bring your family albums into the 21st century. So rather than have a photo album on your living room gathering dust, the whole family can create photo albums and start collaborating on their photos, and everyone can upload onto this. So again, you've got up to 2 gigabytes of space for free on Famberry. And again, you can click on any photos and you've got your kind of normal swipe to go through and view your photos and photo albums. You can also change the order of the photos if you want to change the order of your album as well. Again, each of the photos has a tag-in on them, so you can do searches for particular photos that mean something special to you as well. But again, this isn't really what I wanted to show you today. I think what I really wanted to show you today was our new collaborative family tree builder. And so if I go to there, so at the center of any family is your family tree. And really what we wanted to do with the family tree was to make it a little bit less boring. So this is our family tree. So again, you can scroll through it. What I'm going to do is put it in read-only mode. So basically you can click on any person in the family tree, get their details, and you can traverse up the family tree just on this view on the right here. If you unlock the tree, it allows you to actually start building and adding to the tree. So again, you can highlight any person and get our menu. So if I want to add to here, what we've tried to do with all the forms is just make it as easy as possible to use. So again, our forms are very easy to use, and also they most of the information is very optional. So again, I'm just putting in the name here. I'm going to select one that I've added previously, and it adds that person to the family tree. So we've tried to make it as easy as possible to add to your tree. You can also, if you've got a large family tree, and some of our trees go up to thousands actually on here, you can do a search for a particular person on the tree, and it finds them on the tree as well. And again, if you're not really that keen on the way the family tree looks, you can actually, we've got a number of themes, so you can, especially for our genealogists, they like the large print view of the tree, and you can also have family Polaroids, for example, of your tree as well. So again, I mean, I think why are we doing this? So your family is really important. I mean, again, it's your first social network. They are your support system. And so what we wanted to do is just really have a hub and a platform that families can use. They can grow store their history here, but then they can also use it to communicate with each other. We have a lot of our users use it for planning weddings, planning family reunions, and it's just a place where they can store their whole history, and this platform hopefully can act as the glue that keeps the family together.
Great, that's all we've got time for, so thank you very much. We'll forgive the slight pitch at the end. Have you got any specific questions that you'd like to ask the audience?
Yeah, so again, one of the things that we're looking at is the design for this. So we're still very much in the design phase for this, in terms of making it as easy as possible for families to use. But then we're also looking for ways, partners of who we can work with as well to help give more value to families as well.
Okay, fantastic. First question or piece of feedback. It can be about this, or it can be other thoughts that you've had. You've gone quiet on me. Typical, the people at the back.
Have you tried linking it to Facebook? So if someone already has their social group, they can just transmit it across, potentially if you have a family group, just making it easier to uptake?
So we've been quite careful about Facebook integration. So one of the things people really like about Famberry is that it's completely private. So we've tried to not connect up with many social networks at the moment, but we do see that there's value to link into them. So link into Twitter, Facebook, and other social platforms we'll probably do in the future.
I understand the value of privacy, but more about just getting original content or getting people to use it. If you already have your social group, whatever, elsewhere, just make it a bit easier to transfer, but I understand your point of not linking outwards.
Yeah, I mean, much of the information on here it seems to be more personal information that you probably wouldn't post on a social network. And so I think people like that, the kind of privacy aspect of it. But yeah, fair point.
How does your service differ from Genes Reunited and Ancestry.co.uk, or a more remote comparison would be 23andMe, all of which do variations of what you're describing? They all build your family tree in different ways.
Yes, so again, those services have family tree builder elements in them. What you find with things like Ancestry is that it's very complicated to use. So you normally get the one genealogist in the family using Ancestry, but no one else really wants to join because it is so complex. What we try to do here is make it easy so that everyone in the family can use it. And there's no, you don't feel intimidated by seeing lots of research data that you need to plough through. It's more of a, I mean, we've been called the Facebook for families, and I think what we'd honestly like to be known for is the place where families can share in privacy. But then that's probably not as catchy.
I like the idea of going with families. I currently use family sharing for that, but I think that this provides us a more agnostic way to do it. But I mean, as it gets more and more popular, the family's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Even there you have quite an extended family. Is it possible to share just with a branch, like you could have the Kim Kanye North branch or that sort of thing?
Yeah, so you can create a number of family groups actually. So on the free version, you can create up to 2 family groups. For the subscription version, you can create a lot more groups, and so you can have your immediate family in one group, and you can have extended family in another. That's how it works.
Any more for any more? Coming round.
How are you going to get over the, I don't know what the word is, but the aversion to loading up? I think this is interesting, but what comes to my mind is, oh my God, that's a lot of work to get everything loaded up, my family, second cousins, et cetera, all their pictures. I already have them on Facebook. So to his point, it would be great if I could just pull out the pictures that I want. So you're not sharing from Famberry to Facebook, but it's the other way.
Sure.
And then I can add people that I may not know that well, that may not be on my Facebook, but that are part of my extended family. So how are you going to get over that?
Sure, yeah, so that's a fair point. So what we actually see more of is, rather than people have all their photos on Facebook, what we're seeing is people have their photos on their phone and they want to get it onto this. And so, again, we're building a mobile tool that will help with that. So that's kind of one of the things. But it's a fair point about Facebook. There may be images on Facebook that they want to move, and so we could look at import processes from Facebook.
Sorry, my telepathy was not working. We've still got time for more questions.
Just a couple of ideas on the UX, which was, I think, your first question. So in the diagram you're showing us, we see the same surname again and again and again. Probably don't need that. Just have the first names under a family tree. So you can simplify that, focus on first names and people's faces, perhaps.
Sure, yeah. I mean, so this is there's an option to only show the first name. There's other options which are more detailed, so it will show the dates when they were born or when they died as well within here. So it's all configurable.
The other point was about how you manage competing very diligent aunts who might be running this, and if there are conflicts between who they think someone is, when they were born, those kind of things. So how you resolve the data sets?
So again, it's all resolved within the family. So this is a private family tree. It's not shared. So it's not shared like Ancestry, but the messaging forums and people will communicate with each other to discuss how the family tree really is. Again, there are conflicts. I mean, I've got a family tree on here. It's about 650. And there are differences of opinions. But again, when you go back far, there's going to be those and as the research gets further and further, you'll start clearing those issues up.
We have time for one more. So who's got the best question? You can't have two, you can have one. Okay, we're coming over here. One.
Okay, I'm the 27th generation, so this tree is, I'm the 27th generation, so we have an extensive family tree. But then that goes to the question of security. Then, like you say, Kanye West, he starts to input his family tree. Who decides whether you can see his family tree within that family?
So the way it works is that you have multiple family trees. So Kanye West, in this example, he wouldn't actually be able to create his family tree on this tree because that would be private to him and his family. So that would be on a completely separate tree. So you can only see the tree information if you're actually on it. So again, he would be able to see both trees because he's on it, but then someone from this family who's not on his family would not be able to see it. So that's how we keep things separated so that it's private to just the people who are actually on the tree.
Fantastic. That's all we have time for. So big round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you.